subject to scrutiny here, and I kind of wanted to go over a couple different issues going on in our country today. One of them here is Antifa, which is supposed to be an anti-fascist movement, but they are fascists in their own right, in their own way, because they are basically trying to force their own opinions on us, which is basically fascism. But these people, they incite violence, they're paid, and you can look at the George Soros thing. These people are being paid to, basically fight against everyone. And, it's just another divide and conquer strategy. People don't realize. They incite violence, they do coercion, anything and everything. Let's move on to another form of divide and conquer, and this is the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, I'm not saying that Black lives don't matter. I'm not saying that they do or don't. I'm just saying everybody's life should matter, or if not, nobody's life matters. But to feel that your life should be more special just based on your skin color is in itself racism. And you can look at the statistics on this. There's a reason that they're feeling victimized is because statistically, black men in general, are more likely to have these kinds of issues and run-ins with police officers, especially when they stay, committing felonies or allegedly committing felonies and more crime and whatnot. And larger percent of them is already in the correctional facility and the correctional system. So they're either in and out of jail, been to jail, or they're on their, so BLM is just another divide and conquer. It divides black versus white, just like the Antifa does right versus left. And they were the main catalyst for the 2016 presidential election. Now let's go to man versus female, male versus female, which is feminism, or third wave feminism. It's not really a good one. Where is it at? Pull it up. Okay, here's a full picture of it. It's a fat, ugly chick versus the Modern Family. Wow. There's a lot of funny ones, but this is basically just another way to divide and conquer. And these are all real people that really said these kinds of things. This one's pretty funny. If I can get it to load. Yeah, there we go. This is what a feminist looks like. And it says, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. See, these women, they feed into the feminism. And they think, I can wait and I don't need to start a family and it's fine. I can focus on my career and blah, blah, blah. But then they start to age, and after riding the proverbial cock carousel for most of their 20s, they start to creep into their 30s. Oh, God. See, and this is the multiple contradictory points of view that feminists serve. But third wave feminism is a joke. Old 60s and 50s or whatever feminism, they had a real complaint. They did. These... there we go. There's another good one. And so they hit the proverbial wall around 30, and their sexual market value basically plummets. And now they're trying to find a man, but they're noticing that the good men are all gone. And, they just Then they get turned bitter, and then they turn back to feminism, and they start brainwashing the next generation, saying them the same thing, like, you don't need a man to be happy, and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they're going home to their 20 cats because they hit the wall head on, and now no man in their right mind wants them, because what do men find sexually attracting or attracted at all? They want young, in shape, fertile, healthy women. And that's, you can't argue with that. It's biology. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. That's all funny. But that's just my take on it. Another divide and conquer. Let's go to this one. Another divide and conquer one is the LGBTQ. However that is. Here we go. This is a good one right here. This is the multiple contradictory points of view that I'm talking about. It says, gays for Islam. No to Islamophobia, no to racism and fascism, yes to equality and diversity. And this is Islam for gays. Them tying him up and throwing him off of what looks to be a several-story building. We've all seen this one. I've seen other ones too, pictures of that. And that's very true. Islam and LGBT things do not mix. They'll pretend to be your friends. It even says it in the Quran. They'll pretend to be your friends until they get power, they get in charge. Second they're in charge, they're cutting your head off or throwing you off a building, or it's turning into this thing. You know, it's turning into this freak show circus type thing, and nobody really wants to talk about it. But what's the real end game of these things? Well, being gay means you're not making a family. Being transgender means you're not going to make a family and have a normal family with normal family values. Protesting or being a feminist means that you're not going to be making a family. And then here's another one I thought was pretty funny. They're not going to they still haven't, they're saying right here, it says right here, transgender is a term to describe people with gender identity sense of is being transgender mental disorder, and they're saying no. But the funny thing is, you scroll down, transgender, being myself is not a mental disorder. Most people, they're going to change it next year, they said. But that's about to change. And they're not going to change it till 2018. But for right now, according to the World Health Organization, being so basically they're still saying it's not, but it's still officially a mental disorder. But if anybody knows anything about what the real purpose of the transgender thing is, and I can show you right here, of another famous very first famous transgender here. Lily, shut up! And there you go. The very first transgender was the Baphomet. So, divide and conquer. They're trying to separate everybody. Subject to scrutiny, like, share, subscribe. If you want to run your mouth or say I'm wrong or a bigot or a racist or whatever, go right ahead. These are my opinions, and I'd love to hear yours.